on our chat.
All right, looks like we're set. You good, Amy?
Almost.
Okay.
Okay. We live? Okay. Okay, we're good.
Hey, let's do it.
All right, great. Let's call this meeting to order and begin by saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great, let's recess into solid waste.
Move to approve the minutes, November 5th, 2020.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the November 12th, 2020 bills as presented by the county auditor.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the November 12th, 2020 journal vouchers as presented by the county auditor.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the November 12th, 2020 then and now certification as presented by the county auditor.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Do you want to comment?
Okay.
Bill?
Yeah, item D, the donation of the cameras from the Nelson Township trustees. As you know, we originally purchased 12 cameras, trail cameras for contamination and illegal dumping at the drop-offs. And unfortunately, we just couldn't cover everywhere. And Nelson Township was seeing a tremendous increase in the amount of illegal dumping. So they actually went out and purchased 2 trail cameras, and they passed the resolution in one of their meetings to actually donate those to the solid waste district. And those will be strictly for their drop off. They're putting up lighting and poles to try to catch the people that are doing this. So they've done their part. We just have to do our part as far as accepting the donation of these 2 cameras.
Bill, do you think that's due to the increase of probably recycling and dumping because Wyndham had pulled out and possibly Freedom? They're
Yeah,
now.
I think so. I think what you're seeing, Sabrina, is those people that are motivated are heading to the other communities. And Nelson's always kind of been where they're at. They're in that corner of the county where they may get people from the other 2 adjoining counties. If you remember, that's one of the reasons why we took our locations down from the website, because we were kind of advertising where you could go and drop off your items, I guess is the best way you could say it. And, you know, most of these drop offs, as you know, are remote with not a lot of houses around.
Yeah. Okay.
Move that the Board of Commissioners accepts the donation of cameras from the Nelson Township trustees.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Okay, item E, if you remember, a few months ago, I brought to the board a resolution to declare a bunch of vehicles and miscellaneous equipment here obsolete. And then after that, I brought another resolution to pull that vehicle back from the auction. It was needed at Water Resources. So what I would like to do is just permanently transfer this truck to Water Resources. They have the long-term need for it. So I think it just saves them from having to go out and buy one, rent one. And we really haven't used it in a number of years.
Okay. Motion to declare the transfer of one 1995 white GMC tandem axle tractor from the Portage County Solid Waste Management District to the Water Resources Department.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
All right, discussion items. Health Department vehicle. I spoke to Joe the other day, Tuesday, and he is getting a price for that vehicle. Has notified, or he told me he's willing to accept instead of the $13,800, $10,000. I think that's a good deal. He will get me the estimate of the vehicle as soon as he obtains it. He's going to do the government pricing, and then we should be able to put this one to rest.
Okay. Good job.
Kent multifamily units, we have met with and discussed the Kent multifamily units for, I think, decades. And I think Gene can back me on this one. There has been a lawsuit between the large multifamily units in the city of Kent over trash and recycling services. That has been resolved. And with the battle for contamination, I approached the city about this is the last year of our contract to service the multifamilies. And I'm trying to protect the contamination rate for the curbside people. So what we've agreed upon is that I've drafted up a letter. I'm going to let Melanie Baker, the service director from Kent, review it, and then it'll go to Gene for his review to notify that the Kent multifamily units can choose whoever they want to for their recycling contractor. We have agreed, because it's so late in the year, that we will carry this through the first quarter of 2021. I don't want to leave anybody hanging, but yet we will notify them that, you know, the rates will not be the same if they choose to stay with us. The rates will show a tremendous increase. And if you excuse me, I forgot to turn down my radio. Between phones, radios, and everything else I got to turn off in my office, I missed one. But I did attend the last City of Kent Council meeting, explain that to council. Really no concerns. They understand that for the better good, they want to protect the curbside customers from, you know, potential higher rates or district costs due to contamination. Don, you want to take item D?
For sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. It's the first time. I'm usually muted. So typically, currently we service over 153 entities. So whether that's a school, whether that's nonprofit, whether that's government buildings, we service 153. And with the processing cost jumping to $77 a ton, I don't believe it's in our best interest to do so. So what we would like to do is send a letter to them and indicate that, you know, if you'd like to continue, you know, you're obviously going to have to start paying for it.
It goes back to the cost. As you well know, the district's financial picture is not one that's strong. And so, you know, we're just trying to cut down on the number of trips we have to make to these different entities.
Bill, has this always been a free service to them?
It has been since, I think we passed the resolution back in, I want to say 2008, 2009, when prices were so high. It was mainly driven at the schools. We figured at the time that we could get people to recycle through the school system. I know when my kids were young, they came home and made sure that we recycled as a family. So it was one way we were trying to get out there for outreach and awareness.
Right. I can't see anyone else giving free service to them other than you folks.
Right. And you know, it was nice on our part. Prices were high. We were trying to gather as much material as we can, but things have flipped. And I think just moving forward, we need to put together a system that, you know, is more equitable to the district.
Right.
Item E, processing contract. We have finalized the contract. The prosecutor's office has reviewed it. It's in the hands of Waste Management right now. I told them our protocol is to have them sign it first. It's a 1-year contract with an option to negotiate 2 additional 1-year contracts. And I believe I should have it next week for your signature. I don't bring resolutions to accept these things until I have contracts signed in my hand. And that way I can bring them over for a signature. But we're close. The processing cost will go from $57.48 up to $77 a ton. And you can see why we're trying to do things in other areas to reduce that cost to us as well.
Okay.
Hey, Bill, when you send that to us to review, can you send us the contract they had last year just so that we can compare?
Yeah, I will send both the previous one and the new one.
Okay, thank
And
you.
if I have to wait a week because I did send our municipal rep a contract, I'd like to have that in my hands Monday if possible. I will contact him today because I really like to get my board packet in no later than noon on Monday. But if I have to send that to you individually, I will.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, with that, I will need hopefully a brief executive session.
In accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G1 compensation, motion to enter into executive session to consider compensation of a public employee.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.